What exactly is acceptance? I believe, or I think I accept, but soon realize that I am lying to myself. How can I implement acceptance in my life, or how can I accept easier? Now, I think we might have a lot of answers for this. What exactly is acceptance? Acceptance is being okay with the way something is, the way things are, the way a person is. This is acceptance. The reason, or one of the many reasons, we are not okay with the way a person might be is because we don't know how they are or what they are, and we feel threatened by this. As soon as we start to know someone, they are not as threatening. The funny thing is, they are never threatening. We just see them as threatening, simply because we have a need to feel secure. And familiarity is what makes us feel secure. So when someone is not familiar, especially if someone is of a different nationality, a different race, and we don't know anything about that race, this threatens us. So we find it hard to accept until we get to know them. So don't see it as something bad. Just tell yourself that I am always safe, no matter what. And then your body won't automatically put up its defenses when he meets someone either from a different race or sometimes a different belief system. See, we have convinced ourselves that we are our beliefs, and we hold on tight to our beliefs, and we even become fanatic about them. And this way, because we think our beliefs define who we are. And we are constantly looking for identity. We are constantly looking to convince ourselves that this is who I am. And this is how we become fanatical about our beliefs. So when we meet someone or even see someone that doesn't follow the same beliefs as us, we see them as threatening, even though they are not really threatening at all. But they do threaten our beliefs because they prove to us that our beliefs are not all there is. There's a lot more out there. And this is why we're not accepting, or this is why it is not so easy to accept. Now, in so-called civilized societies, we have learned to pretend. We pretend that we accept everyone. We really don't. But because we have reached a certain level of knowledge, it's easier. We have also learned to pretend. So we pretend we are accepting. How can I implement acceptance in my life? I don't know. The way I did it, of course I'm not totally accepting, but the way I am a lot better than what I used to be 15 years ago is I realized Earth is a stage and life on Earth is a theater, is a movie. And everybody is playing their role. Emphasis on the word playing. We are playing a role here on Earth to see what we can learn from these roles that we play. This is not the real us. This is a role, and we come lifetime after lifetime playing different roles. So that's one way I learned to accept. Let's see if there's another way. Now, I think if we find out why we don't accept, or if we ask questions, how come I'm not accepting this? Then it will become easier for you to start accepting. But do not make it wrong if you don't accept. There's a lot of militants out there telling you you are wrong if you don't accept this, if you don't accept that. You know what? The louder those people are about you accepting. No, I didn't say this correctly. The reason those people are so loud and adamant that you should accept everyone and everything is because they themselves don't. So I would say don't listen to them. It would be nice if we lived in a totally accepting society, yes. But we didn't come to earth to learn from perfection and from nice. We came here to learn from many things that are not so nice. As this picture says, the answer here says, because that's the way they must be. Sure, we can change things we don't like, but what it means, what this little bird here is saying by that's the way they must be, you see, it's a show, it's a role, it's a theater. Life is a movie, literally a Hollywood movie. And that's the way they must be means that's the role. That's why see it as a role. And once you see it as a role, then it will be much easier for you to accept someone else's role that is not the same as yours. If there was only one truth on earth, there would only be one of us. There would be no need for 7 billion. So this is what would help us to see. And then it will be much easier for us to accept. But do not make it bad, do not see yourself as bad that you are not fully accepting of everyone. Again, it would be nice, but we're not there yet. Or we haven't learned everything yet, and this is why we have not reached that level yet. Let's see, acceptance. What exactly is acceptance? Yes. You know what the funny thing is? Unconditional acceptance is actually what love is. Love is unconditional acceptance. Love is not give or take or I do this for you. No, that's just need. But when you love yourself, you accept yourself unconditionally, meaning just the way you are, with your height, with your fat, with your abilities and disabilities, with all your so-called schizophrenic problems. You accept yourself. That is love. That's when you know you started to love yourself. And because like attracts like, when we accept ourselves unconditionally, then we can also start accepting other people unconditionally. We don't love them. We simply accept them for what and who they are. This is what love is. See, we here on earth have totally confused love with need. See, we don't like need. We don't like being needy, so we call it love. But love is simply unconditional acceptance. And because we don't really have love here on earth, we haven't exactly reached a level of unconditional acceptance. We're getting there, or we're getting closer, but we're nowhere near there yet. Nowhere near meaning we're not years and years and years and years away from it, but our thoughts and our beliefs are too far away from what love is, because our beliefs are too far away from unconditional acceptance, meaning accepting something just the way it is. Okay, let's see what else we can say about what exactly is acceptance. I believe, or I think I accept. Yes, we all think we accept. But I soon realize I am lying to myself. Yes, at least you realize you are lying to yourself, because most of us are in denial of the fact that we are lying to ourselves. And we look at someone else who is not lying to themselves and we condemn them. But all they are is they are being more real than we are. We pretend. Let's see, how else can we become fully accepting? Okay, we realize Earth is a game, that's one way. Yes, I think another way is to stop thinking it is good to become fully accepting of everyone. There is no good or bad. It looks nice, it feels nice, it sounds nice. But it's not necessarily good simply because there is no bad. So when you do see someone that is not fully accepting, don't judge. Don't judge. I usually say to myself, well, at least he's being honest, which I am not. And that way, they don't make me angry for not being fully accepting. Try and see it that way. Because really, at least those people are still honest and they're not faking it like the rest of us are. Because we are trying to be civilized. We will reach a level of total acceptance. But first we have to reach it inside of us. Because we have not accepted ourselves unconditionally yet, it's impossible to accept everyone else. We do accept some people if they have our beliefs, or if they do something for us, or if they do what we want them to do. Then we accept them. But if they don't do these things, if they don't do what we want them to do, we don't accept them. Why? Because we have not fully accepted ourselves yet. So I would say if you want to become accepting of everyone, first accept yourself. Just the way you are. Again, with all your faults, or what you call faults. And then you will automatically start accepting everyone else. But I'm going to close it with, don't think that we have to accept everyone. Of course, it would be nice to keep your opinions to yourself. But don't feel bad if your opinions are not what some people tell you they should be. If there's something you don't like, it's something you don't like. But keep it to yourself. And if you want to work on it, work on you, work on yourself. Because usually, if there's something we don't like in another person, it's because there is something we don't like in us. But you don't need me to tell you that. You can read it in 100,000 books. Okay, we'll leave this at that.